Welcome back, folks. It is a wonderful Thursday morning. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's jump into the forecast for today. Taking a look at America's Mattress Live Tower Cam right now, it's still dark outside, but our sunrise is going to be just around 7:20 a.m. And once that sun comes up on over the mesa, we are going to be seeing some clear skies and maybe a little bit of some clouds rolling on in the afternoon hours, but those are going to stick around with us throughout the end of the work week. But we do have a slow warm-up expected into the weekend with these with this clear skies, but we do have unsettled weather moving on in late Sunday night and into Monday, so you might want to get outside and enjoy these mild temperatures while we've got them throughout the end of this week. Our current temperatures are feeling 20 degrees in Grand Junction. We're feeling 10 in Montrose. Further east of us, we are looking to be -1 in Glenwood Springs, 5 in Aspen, and in that Gunnison Basin, we're feeling in those negatives, and we're not really going to get over those single-digit numbers as we continue throughout the day. But over here in Grand Junction and Montrose, we are going to have our temperatures rise to be very close to our seasonal average, getting close to those springtime temperatures. And speaking of spring, folks, it's Groundhog Day. So that means Punxsutawney Phil got knocked on his door this morning by the president of the Groundhogs Club and made him come up onto his red carpet and let us know if it is spring or winter still. So he did see his shadow this morning, unfortunately, so that means 6 more weeks of winter and 6 more weeks of cooler temperatures. But folks, there's really no similarities in between if he knows it's winter or not, obviously, but we trust Punxsutawney Phil. Right now, we're looking at 38 degrees for a high today instead of our typical 42, and on the low end, we're looking at 20 instead of our typical 21. A little bit more nationally, we do have some cooler temperatures up north of us, and that's just due to this cold front that's continuing to move on down from Canada. But closer on the east coast, we are looking to be in those mid-20s, and that's where Punxsutawney Phil is hanging out. So this tradition actually started back in 1886, and they created a Groundhogs Club in 1887, where then it became a holiday. And the United States, Canada, and Australia are the only countries to celebrate this holiday, but we named him Punxsutawney Phil actually in 1961. He didn't have a name for quite a long time. He was named after Prince Philip, and he actually lives on Gobbler's Knob in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. So about 10,000 to 15,000 people gather every February 2nd to see if he is going to predict more winter or an early spring. He's only predicted 19 springs and 106 winters, while now 107 due to the one that he predicted just a couple minutes ago. But we do have some more cold air arriving in southern Canada, which over in Pennsylvania, that means that there's going to be some cooler temperatures today, even into tomorrow and into Saturday. But for us here on the plains and in Colorado, it looks like we are going to have that warming up of temperatures. But taking a look at the extended forecast, folks will notice that in the early work week, we're going to have some of those winter temperatures return to us. We're going to be in that sub-freezing temperature on the low end and take that drop in temperatures for our highs throughout the early work week. Montrose is also going to continue to have this temperature trend where it's going to get warmer and then cooler, folks.